Hello and welcome to Central Valley Today. I'm your host, Emily Irwin. We're on the road again at the final stop on our Fossils to Falls road trip. We're in Yosemite. It's one of the Central Valley's most prized attractions, and it's where we get to pick up our final trading card, Sandy the Squirrel, the last one from the welcoming committee. It's the final stop on the Fossils to Falls road trip. The reward for exploring the treasures bestowed upon Madera County and the Central Valley, Yosemite. More than 1,200 square miles of grand wilderness, towering trees, and breathtaking views. And while most people start their Yosemite exploration at Tunnel View, Brooke and I are starting the day out at a lesser known, but no less breathtaking view.
So this viewpoint is known as First View. And you know, when travelers are coming in from the Central Valley, most people are taking Highway 41 and the Wawona Road into Yosemite. And when they do, they are treated with this incredible viewpoint of Half Dome. And from here, Half Dome just dominates the landscape. In my opinion, I think that Half Dome looks even more spectacular from this view because it's just sort of in the landscape, right in the middle of your viewpoint. And actually, I think optically, it actually looks a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if that's just an optical illusion. I'm sure it's not bigger from here, but it does look a little bit bigger from here. And yeah, I just wanted to point this out to you because it's a cool spot.
It is really cool, and I'm sure, you know, Yosemite is huge. And there's got to be, you know, I mean, you could spend a lifetime exploring it, and there's got to be all these little different places to explore and places to hike and things to do and things to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's 1,200 square miles of wilderness in Yosemite National Park, and most people just see a tiny fraction of that. But, you know, what that really means is that there's just a lifetime of adventures that you can find here, and you can keep coming back, you know, year after year or weekend after weekend and discovering more cool things about this special park.
People have been exploring Yosemite since well before it officially became a national park in 1890. And still, more than 130 years later, there is always something new to discover. So for a little help getting our bearings, we head to Yosemite Village.
This is a good spot to come when you're a first-time visitor, or if you've seen the park many times, you can come here and find out something you didn't know.
So that's also what I wanted to ask about, because there are so many people out there who come here every year or they come here every month. Where do you go if you're trying to find new things to see and you kind of want a little guidance?
Yeah, so you know, this is a great place to source that information. Is right here at the Visitor Center, right here in Yosemite Village. So you know, you can find out about what Yosemite Conservancy is doing, some of their workshops, maybe some art classes, a photography class. Maybe you can just do, maybe learn about the plants and the animals. So that's all right here in Yosemite Village.
So much to see and do. Yosemite has been called the cradle of the national park idea, the birthplace for protecting and preserving America's most precious landscapes and wonders. John Muir wrote about Yosemite in publications across the country, spurring a national conservation movement. But maybe no one has been able to articulate Yosemite's beauty and significance quite like photographer Ansel Adams, whose influential work is on display at the Ansel Adams Art Gallery inside Yosemite National Park.
The gallery is awesome. The gallery has, of course, the photographs of one of America's best photographers in history, if not one of the most iconic photographers in history. We also have gifts, jewelry. We offer workshops. There is just so much to know and learn about the gallery, and words cannot describe the experience you get when you step in. There's so much that Ansel did for the world of photography in general, and also for Yosemite. So to be in the place, one of the places he loved most, it just speaks volumes for what the gallery is.
You made this point. This is not a gift shop. This is a gallery. This is where people can come look at art and experience art, and you know, maybe they don't have the rainy day fund to buy one of Ansel's photos, but they can come look at it and see it and take it in. And on display also are some things that are actually his, like his camera.
Yes, yes. So we have so many cool things to learn and discover in the gallery. One of the cool things that you mentioned that we discussed was his camera that is on display. Now, while speaking to a few colleagues, I learned that, you know, as you saw, the camera is
big.
It's big, it's heavy. And it was a lot of weight when Ansel, you know, had to hike and go up these huge mountains to capture these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful images. And I think it just speaks volumes to the type of artist he was and how committed he was to photography. So I think it's something you have to see to understand and really
experience.
Just experience. Yes.
So he's very dedicated to his photography. Just like I am dedicated to collecting all 8 of the Welcoming Committee trading cards.
Yes.
And so if you come to Yosemite and you visit Yosemite, this is where you get the squirrel trading card. Sandy the squirrel.
Yes.
And you've got one for me.
Yes, yes. So on your last stop of your road trip, stop by the Ansel Adams Gallery and you can get your Sandy the Squirrel trading card.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect. Troy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So with my trading card in hand and a new perspective on Yosemite, Brooke takes me to one last stroll through Cook's Meadow in the heart of Yosemite, our last stop on the Fossils to Falls road trip.
Yeah, so this is a really easy trail to come to Yosemite and do. We're right here in the heart of Yosemite Valley, and it's an easy loop trail around Cook's Meadow, and it's absolutely beautiful every time of year.
And you were telling me that it floods sometimes.
Yeah, in the springtime, after the snow starts to melt, the meadow will fill up with pools of water and wildflowers everywhere and wildlife, birds and butterflies. It's really beautiful.
I think that speaks to what you were telling me about. There's no bad time of year to visit Yosemite. You can visit in the winter and do cross-country skiing, which I had no idea was a thing.
Yeah.
You can come in the summer and swim. You can come in the fall and look at the foliage. And so there's something every single season, and every time you might see something different. And what I think a lot of people don't realize is that you've got to go through Madera to get, you can go through other places, but why? You got to go through Madera to get to Yosemite.
Yeah, we always say Madera is the gateway to so much more than just Yosemite, but it is the gateway to Yosemite National Park.
And so there's so many things to do, and this Fossils to Falls road trip was just, it was just the best, and sort of the best way to experience the Central Valley.
Yeah, well, we're here. This is our backyard, right? So let's get out and explore our own backyards this year.